Hi y'all, Merry Vlogmas. In December, I'll be posting videos all about Christmas, and today's video is a DIY. I'm gonna show you how I make Christmas tags for the Christmas presents. So I don't like to spend a huge amount of time making Christmas tags because people open their presents, rip it open, and throw the tag away fairly quickly. But I do like to have it special and kind of pretty and something just a little bit more pizzazz than just one of those stick-on tags. So I'm not gonna fool you. Some years, all I have time for are the stick-on tags. But this year I have a little extra time, so I wanted to make them a little bit more special. So what I started with are two different kits. So I bought my kits from, well, actually three different kits, sorry. I bought my kits from Stampin' Up. I just wanna preface, I am not a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I go to a friend's house who is a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I take little classes from her and I buy product from her. So if you like any of the products that I'm showing you today and you really wanna order some, I will put a picture of her page. So what you do is you just go on Stampin' Up, and where it says find a demonstrator, you put in her name, and then you can get all of her information. So I will put her name and a picture of her up at the conclusion of the video, and you can look her up if you would like to order anything. So I bought, and these aren't even current, this is from probably last year. I bought, or the year before. So each year they come out with a Christmas tag kit. And this Christmas tag kit is super cute and whimsical. So I started with this kit. And I made, I'm gonna show you some of the things that I made. So this is one of the tags that I made in the kit. So this is just the whole tag, and then on the back, I stamped to and from. And there's three of those. And then in the kit, I made this cute little Christmas tree tag. And then on the back, I stamped to and from. I just think it's cute, whimsical, super fun. And then this says special delivery. And this set comes with a stamp set. So it comes with all the supplies to make these tags, including the stamp set and a little ink spot, they call these. So it's small ink. The only thing I needed were scissors, glue, pretty much that's it. That was all I needed. Okay, now the next tag that came in the kit is Santa Claus. And I just put to and from on the back as well. And it made three of those. So that kit came with 12 tags, stuff to make 12 different tags. So that, I think it was like $21, and you made 12 tags. So less than 50 cents a tag. I know that stick-on tags are a lot cheaper, but you certainly can't buy really cute quality tags like this for less than 50 cents. Now the next kit, and I'm not even sure, I have two of these. So this might have been last year as well, I'm not really sure. But this was an all-inclusive kit to make these tags. And I bought two of these because I thought, what a cute gift this would make. It comes with this nice little box and then all the stuff in it to make these tags. And it made a lot of tags, y'all. I don't even know how many. I think it might have made 30, if I'm not mistaken. 30 tags, I believe. So, and it's designed where you make these tags and then you give the whole box of tags as a gift. So it came with supplies for making 10 tags that were like this. So these tags, you make it like this and then you open it up and you can write on the inside the to and from. So it's like a little miniature card. So that's what all these came for one of them that you made in the kit. So this tag is another one. See how cute that is? And you flip it up and it's a little card to and from. So it came with the stamp set. It came with, these were little stickers. It even comes with adhesive and pop-up dots to make this three-dimensional more. So it comes with a lot in that kit. Then the last one, the last design is this one. And you get to make 10 of these as well. It says, "You've been very nice." And then you open it up and to and from on the inside. Okay, so that whole kit, I think maybe it was like around $21 also, not 100% sure. But that whole kit made 30 tags. The other kit, remember, made bigger, more elaborate tags, but it made 12 tags, okay? Then the other tag kit that I did, and I did this recently, this is this year's tag kit. It is for gift card holders. So it looks like this is one of the designs. And you can see it moves. It has this little peekaboo window thing. And I'm going to show you, I saved these stars that you punched out for the peekaboo window. And I am going to use them on making some tags today. And then in the back is this little folder. So see, it's a two-piece thing. And this is what you put your gift card in or your money. You could put money in it as well. So that was one of the designs. The other design was this. It was a little Christmas tree. And that's what it looks like on the back. I think these are so cute. So this made nine gift card holders. And here's this one. My daughter and son-in-law like to go deer hunting, so they're gonna love this. I'll put a little gift card in it for them. And I might even do it where we do a gift card game. I had heard from one of my friends about doing a gift card game. So I might fill them all up, do a gift card game with the family this year and use it that way. Okay, so now what I have is a bunch of leftover stuff. So Stampin' Up! Gives you kits and there's always little bits left over that I'm always not knowing what to do with or needing to take time to make some more cards or something with it. So it's kind of cool because even though they give you enough to make 12 or 30 or 9 or whatever you're making, you really have enough to make a lot more. Some of these supplies, I took a little scrapbooking class and it was a Christmas one at my friend Lisa's house and this paper was left over from that. So I'm gonna make 7 tags for the pets. The dogs all get a little Christmas present. So between my 2 daughters and us, we have 7 dogs. So we personally only have 3 dogs. Don't think I'm like the crazy dog person. But each of my daughters have 2 dogs as well. So 7 dogs. And when we get together, there's 6 people. So the dogs outnumber the people. That's not good. And 2 of them are quite young and are puppies, so they can get pretty crazy. Anyhow, so I already took one of the leftovers and I just kind of start putting stuff together, stamping. When I stamped the kits, if there was anything extra and left over, I just go ahead and stamp those as well. And then I put it together and make some extra tags. One of the things that I used, and I'll show you, are the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I used this die cut. So it cut and embossed some dies for me and it made little tags. So this is what it looked like. It cut it and embossed it. So the tag's all ready to go. I just have to decorate it. And then others I cut like a card. So I just cut it like 3 by 6 and then fold it in half and it'll just make a little square card. But because I use designer series paper, so for example, this is one of them for the dog. You open it up and it's gonna be hard to stamp to and from in there. So what I did is I punched out white paper on this little tag punch that I had from quite a while ago. I'm not sure if they still carry anything like this because again, I don't sell Stampin' Up, I just like to make things with it. So this is gonna just be a quick little tag for the dogs. What I'll do is punch a hole in it. Probably just at the center is fine. And then tie a little ribbon on it and it'll be ready to go on the package, okay? That was a little close to the edge. I would not do it so close to the edge, but luckily I have an extra one or I can tape it, not a problem. And it's just for the dogs, so it doesn't matter. So here's one of the other little tags that I already made. This was a little leftover piece and this was some leftover paper I had from something. And then I just punched out, I used this tiny little Christmas tree punch and punched out all those little Christmas trees. And then you open it up and the inside was light enough that I felt like I could write on that. I didn't have to do a special punch right there. So I was just gonna make a few. I've got enough laid out here for like 30 different tags. When you're making these, you don't have to have any of the Stampin' Up! Products I showed you. You can certainly just cut your things into a square, hole punch it for doing a string on it. You can, use stamps that you already have or you get at the big box stores like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, etc. Or you can even just handwrite it. You don't have to have a to and from stamp. You can write to and from on it yourself. So this is just to give you some ideas of how you could decorate your presents. I tend to decorate my presents and make them a little bit cuter when I'm giving like one present away to a neighbor or a friend, opposed to multiple presents for my family. So while I'm working, I'm gonna talk to you about some presents that my family's getting this year. So far, all of us are going to be getting either a vest or a jacket that is going to have our ranch logo on it. So our ranch name is Texas Trails Ranch, and we have developed the logo, and we have a friend who does embroidery. So Brett and I, my husband and I, are getting a vest and getting like a winter outerwear vest, not like a vest you'd wear in the house, but a vest you'd wear outside. We're both getting a vest. Chelsea and Dylan picked a vest, but Claudia and Christian decided they would like a jacket, just a lighter weight jacket. So everybody got to order and put it on our family credit card what they wanted. a coat or a vest or whatever they wanted. And then as soon as I get them all in, I will drop them off at our friend who will do the embroidery for me. So she knows they're coming, and I put in a little reservation for her to do the embroidery. Chelsea is not sure what she wants. She might be getting money because what she wants is more expensive than her Christmas budget is. So she's probably going to be getting money. And same with her husband. What he wants is pricier, so he's probably just going to get money as well. And then Claudia has already picked out a camera. So her and her boyfriend are going to be doing some traveling, and they together are going to get a camera. So it's going to be half for Claudia and half for her boyfriend Christian. And they want to take some better pictures while they're on their vacation. She's going to like Yellowstone, Wyoming kind of area in January. She wants to go and see the snow. She really misses the snow from Illinois. I miss the beauty of the snow, but I do not miss driving in the snow. Driving in the snow was never any fun. So she's gonna get that, the camera, and some accessories to go with the camera, like the battery, the bag, that kind of stuff. So what I'm getting for Christmas is a drone, and Brett just ordered it for me yesterday on Cyber Monday. He found a pretty good deal on a drone. I'm super excited about that. I want to use it for doing the YouTube videos of our ranch, and then also to check on the animals on the ranch. So they're out in the high fenced area that we have, and it's hard to see them because we have a lot of woods, and they get a little bit bashful sometimes. The fallows have been not as bashful, but the lechways that we have, they like to hide. So we do have cameras all over out there, so we do see them on the cameras, but I think a drone would be fun to fly around so I can see them better. And Brett got part of his Christmas present, so he's looking for a coat. He has a Carhartt coat that is on its last leg, so he's looking for some kind of coat, and then he hasn't found which one he wants yet. So I like to get most of my Christmas shopping done very soon after Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. I don't like to wait till the last minute because, you know, they run out of stuff all the time, and I hate when we can't get stuff in on time. Makes me crazy. So anyway, he's getting a coat, and he also already got the Milwaukee M18 battery powered nail gun. So he is working on building a structure right now for our animals to go in the winter when it's cold. So he is in need of a nail gun. So he got that this past weekend early because he really needed it. And it was kind of a surprise. He's been wanting one, but he never wants to spend the money on it. So Chelsea and I went Black Friday shopping, which I'll tell you about in a different video. And he got we picked up a nail gun for him. He was surprised. He was not totally pleasantly surprised, but now after using it, he loves it. Okay, so this is what the dog one is gonna look like. I added those little tiny Christmas trees just to give it a little more something. And I'll probably at the end, which I won't make you all watch, I'll stamp the to and from little stamp on the inside. And I'll put a little ribbon on it. or a little string, I guess. I'm just gonna use a string, it's the dogs. So this is how I've been putting my little strings on, just like that. And then I tie the end, because then I can either tie this onto a bow if I'm doing, usually for the dogs, I just do a bag. So I'll tie a little bow and then tie this on and it's ready to go. If I'm not doing a bag, what I'll do is just put a piece of tape on this and stick it on the present with a piece of tape. That's all I do. Okay, so back to Christmas presents. We always do matching pajamas as well. Do you do matching pajamas at your house? Every year, the girls look forward to the matching pajamas. The guys, not so much. But it's okay. They're still a good sport and they do the matching pajamas, and we don't even always wear them the same time. I always tell them I want them to put them on so we can at least take a picture, and they never do. So maybe this year we'll get them to take a picture. I don't know. And then I do some little homemade things that I'll be showing you later also. Growing up, we had a lot of homemade presents. My mom was a big crafter, so she would always do some kind of little homemade presents for us. Not every year, but most years she would. And those were my favorite presents. Looking back on it, maybe I wasn't as appreciative of it when we were little and growing up, but now I absolutely love all the homemade presents that my mom gave me, especially since she's gone and I don't have my mom anymore. I just love having all the homemade stuff she gave us out. So pajamas, and they each pick out their own little special thing that they want. Oh, I know what else I give them. Every year I get them the White House ornament. So the White House ornament is different. You probably didn't even know that. It's the White House historical ornament. So it doesn't always have to do with anything about the president who's in office at the time. It's just like a Washington, D.C. historical organization that puts this little fundraiser on. So they will do a special ornament every year. And years ago, I don't even know how many years ago, at least a dozen years ago, my mom, when I get my Christmas tree decorated, it's not decorated yet, I'll show you the collection of White House ornaments that I have. So my mom would buy us kids. So I have a sister and a brother and myself, so 3 kids. We would all get an ornament every year from the White House ornament. So for Christmas presents, I do the White House ornament. They're really cute. They're pretty intricate little ornaments. I'll show those to you when I do my video on our Christmas decorations, which will be coming up very soon. I'm almost done decorating. And then I also, this is kind of a funny thing, but they also get an ornament. It's an annual ornament put out by the Danforth Pewter Company. Now, it is no relative to ours. We are not related to the Danforth Pewter Company, nor are we related to the Danforths that are in politics. So that is something my mother-in-law used to do when she was alive. She would buy some of the Danforth pewter items just because we have the same last name, not because we're related to them, but we just thought it was kind of fun. So I do give them each a Danforth pewter ornament as well. So they'll get that. All right, so here all of the dog ones are already done. I just have to put the string on and stamp to and from on the inside. But I just put a little tree and they have that cute paper, so it's very simple. It's not anything too major. So this next one, I'm gonna work on this tag. So I'm gonna show you what I did when I was stamping the kit. I went ahead and stamped extra of the Merry and Bright. And I want to show you how many layers I put. So the cards and the tags and everything, it looks better when you layer it a lot. Like compared to, this is just really like 3 layers where it's the basic card, the little tag, and then I put that little leftover gold foil paper that I had from a different project to give it a little bit of a spark. But here, you can see it's already got the blue layer, it's got this little red sticking underneath, it's got the white and the yellow and the Christmas tree, and it's going on a tag. So it's gonna go on a tag like this, and then on the back will be the white punch so that I can stamp the to and from. Okay, so Merry and Bright is all that I'm doing on the front. And just the to and from tag. It probably would have shown up on the red, but I didn't really want to take a chance. So that's why I'm like, you know what, I'll just put an extra one of these white punches on it so it's nice and visible when we're passing out gifts. So we aren't doing a lot of gifts this year, back to the gifts, because everyone's wanting something bigger. They're wanting a bigger item. So that means when you get one really big item, you're not going to get a lot of other gifts. We'll get a couple homemade gifts, and then they'll get their ornaments and their pajamas, and then their one big gift. So wrapping will be pretty easy for me. I'll probably have tags, honestly, left over for future years. Or if I decide, I can even put them, I have another box like this I told you. I mean, I could give that as a gift. That is a nice, I wouldn't put that many tags in a box, maybe half of that. But that's a really nice gift to get a whole big stack of Christmas tags. It's something that somebody can use easily and not have more clutter in their house. All right, so this tag, this was a punch out from that gift card holder. There was a deer and a star and whatever else. There was something else. So I'm gonna put the deer on the front, and then I made this when I was stamping joy for one of the card kits, and then just added some different layers of paper on there just to give it a little extra. And I also have some little gems I can put on. So the key thing when you use this glue, this is my favorite glue to use for paper crafting. It's the Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. This is a really big one. I ordered this one off Amazon. They come in different sizes. This is the extra large size. You go through a lot of glue when you're paper crafting. Stampin' Up does carry it, but I just order off Amazon. It's free shipping and it comes fast and it's pretty easy for me. So this is, oh, so what I was gonna say is don't use too much glue, because this glue, if you're using this glue, it doesn't dry hard. It dries tacky, which has its pros and cons. So the benefit is you can pick it up and move it if you do it very quickly. If you want to let it air dry, like I'm doing a little bit, then you can still stick it down on something and it will still stick. And you can use that app, doing that where they let it air dry for different things, like having your stamps stick better to your clear block or something like that. Okay, so I'm just putting on this and I'll show you a quick little, just super quick little tag. I'm even gonna, it's not gonna all be on the tag. Oops. So if you get extra glue on, if it squeezes out and you get extra glue, then you have to use this type of a little rubber eraser to get that extra glue off, because it really does dry very sticky. So here's how I did the front, just like that. I think it's cute. I think my son-in-law will really like that tag with the deer on it. So there'll be 3 of those. And I'm just sticking this on the back. If I want to, I could add one of these little Christmas trees just to give it a little pizzazz on the back. And there you have it. So this one is pretty sticky right there. I'm gonna have to use some glue on it later in order to get the stickiness of that adhesive off. Oop. So the deer, and then just that on the back. Okay, so I have like 3 of those that I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna set those aside. I'll finish those up later. So let me show you one of these now. This is a pretty easy tag. This is something you definitely could do without much of anything. So all I did is layer the word joy on some paper. And then I'll stamp the to and from on the front. So that's it. Super easy, quick little tag. Okay, here's another way that I did the joy. This was part of that same paper set that the dog paper came in. I thought this was super cute paper. So I'm gonna put my joy on the front. And then one of these goes on the inside, and I'll put a little Christmas tree in there. Okay, so here's the joy. It's on this very colorful paper, so it's nice to have all the papers around it. And then on the inside, I just put it this way, and I'll do to and from, and then I have my little Christmas tree. So I'll punch a hole, put a string in it, and that's it. My tag will be done. Like I said, I don't spend a huge amount of time on each tag because they just get thrown away so fast. All right, so here's one I'll show you. So this was a punch out from one of those gift cards as well that I kept. And this is more of the paper from the dog paper. So all I'm gonna do is glue my little punch out Christmas tree on. This is a new glue bottle, so it's really coming out strong. A little too much. Okay, and then Christmas stamp The stamp came in one of my card kits, and I had these extra papers from a different card kit that I saved. So I'm gluing that on. Okay, and because it has a busy inside, I still need one of these little white tags. And then, you guessed it, we will go ahead and add a Christmas tree. Okay. Isn't that cute? Now, does it look kind of like it needs a little something more? All I have to do is add some of these little gems to the Christmas tree, and it'll take it up a whole nother notch. Okay, did you notice? It's kind of plain, but not bad. It's a tag, no big deal, right? So these gems were left over from my scrapbooking class with Lisa. And watch what happens. I have this little tool where you slide it around. You've got, like, if you taught school, it's like the blue ticky tack that we used to hang stuff on our walls with, and on the end. And so the little gems stick to that, which is really nice. Okay, so all I did is add a few little gems to that Christmas tree. It just makes it a whole lot cuter. Okay, leftover freebie gems that I had from a class, added that. I'm gonna put a hole punch in the corner. I'll add my tag and it'll be ready to, or my string, and it'll be ready to go. So my next one, I'll show you, is this one. All right, so here's another piece of paper. Now, the sizes of the paper, I did them about 3 inches wide, and here. So this is, where's my 0? 3 inches wide, and I did them 7 inches long for this size. If you want to tag this big, that's the size that you need to do. If you want to tag this size, this is a nice little size tag. I just had bigger elements to put on it, so I needed to make them a little bigger. This one is only 2 inches wide. So you can see the difference between a 3-inch wide and a 2-inch wide. So this one's smaller. And this is only 6 inches long. So makes definitely a smaller tag, but it's still plenty big enough. Now this tag is longer, as you can see. This one is 4 inches wide, and I made it 6 inches long. So if you need a little bit bigger, longer tag, here you go. This is a good tag for you. So I am gonna I have these little star punch outs left over from some kit sometime. I really like making kits opposed to coming up with the ideas myself. However, there's a ton of ideas on Pinterest to help you out if you have a hard time coming up with ideas like I do. And then sometimes you can get ideas just by looking at your scraps or your supplies and thinking, what do I want to do with that? But they also, the catalog, the Stampin' Up! Catalog, has a ton of ideas in it as well. So I like to save my catalogs from year to year and occasionally go through them when I'm stumped for an idea. When you're a demonstrator, they have this whole extra board where they give you some great ideas of what to do. Okay, so this one, I just put that little star because I thought that star looks kind of Christmassy. And then this was extra from the Nice stamping set, the stamp set. I stamped the Nice, I put an extra piece of paper behind it. So you can see everything has about 3 layers on this one. More layers, the cuter I think it looks. And then inside, I'm just putting a small white tag. It's not very big, but that'll be okay. So that I can have something to stamp my to and from on. And I'll top it off with my famous Christmas tree. Everybody gets a Christmas tree inside. There you go. Put a little punch in it. And it'll be set for a ribbon. I've got some of this ribbon. This ribbon came with this green colored stuff. So I think that matches it really well. Remember, it's just getting tied on with, this is just to like, if you're using curling ribbon or whatever kind of ribbon you're using for wrapping your present, this little loop is just getting tied on. So you really don't need a very big piece. And if you can see, I didn't cut the other end yet. So I'm just kind of seeing if I have enough to make my knot. Yep, I think I do. And then I'll cut it when I'm done. And that way you save on the ribbon a little bit. This is a nicer piece of ribbon, so I really didn't want to waste it. Okay, so here it is, super cute. Quick, easy, but very adorable. Okay, now the last one I'm gonna show you, well, maybe 2 more. I'll show you 2 more. So this one was left over from the Love Santa. And this is gonna be very quick. So I'm just folding my paper in half. This is a 3 by 5, only 3 by 5. So see, I was kind of all over the place with the sizes that I cut from my paper, and it kind of just depended on what kind of scrap size I had. You know, you can make it whatever size you want. So it just says Love Santa on the front. Inside's getting one of the tags that I punched out, or die cutted. This is a die cut, not a punch, I guess. And I'll put a little Christmas tree in there. And so there you have it. But I think it looks a little plain, don't you? So I'm gonna add some glue dots around. Just some random spots. And then I'm gonna take some of these gold sequins and I'm gonna put them on all those glue dots that I just put around. So I'm just dumping some out, taking my little tool. This is that blue Tiggy tack on the end of this tool. Pick one up, stick it on the glue dot. Now these have to dry. It's not a sticker, so they don't instantly stay. They really have to sit and dry for a minute. So in the comments, let me know, what are you guys getting for Christmas this year? What are you getting? What are your kids getting? Do you order online? Do you go shopping in person? I tend to order online mostly. Do not like shopping in person anymore. That used to be a nightmare. I really like ordering online. I do most of my ordering from Amazon. I did this year try some stuff from Walmart, and I actually did not have good luck with them this year. My first item came and it wasn't even in the box. The box was sealed. It looked like it was in the box, but there was nothing in it. So that was disappointing. And Walmart did stand behind it, and they gave me my money back right away. There was not a problem with that at all. And I had to reorder it, and the next time it came. But it was not FedEx. It came via FedEx because the box was sealed. So it definitely wasn't a FedEx issue. It was more something at Walmart happened. Okay, so here's I blinged it up a little. I probably could have used less, but I wanted to kind of go crazy and see how it looked. But I think it probably would look a little better if I did a few less. So that's that one. And then this one, I'll show you. This was another one with the Christmas tree. Oh, I already showed you the Christmas tree. This is the same one. And that one, I showed you, oh, on these, I have, here, this is the one I need to show you still. Here we go. Got it. Okay. So the next one that I'm going to show you is quick and easy, but still looks kind of cute. Be careful when you do this. So I folded it down. The other one I did it backwards. Hopefully you didn't catch it, but I did. So when I decorated this side, when I opened it, my animals were upside down. If I decorate this side, when I open it, my animals are right side up. So just be careful with that, because I didn't do it right. So I'm putting a little tag in the inside, and you guessed it, a Christmas tree. I'm being careful where I place my tag so that the little animals aren't getting covered up, because I think they're super cute. My hands are getting super sticky from this glue. This was a punch out from the center of one of those where you could make 30 tags. One of them, the center, you punched out and you got this extra. So I have 10 of these extra, which is a lot. So I'm like, that looks like a tag to me. I'm gonna go ahead and do something with it. So I just stamped Be Merry, to from, and I added that little star on there. So the star is gonna stick off of this just a little bit, but that's okay. And then part of the set with the dogs, there's paper that has little stockings on it. So I'm gonna add a little stocking on it just to give it a little more oomph. So it's Be Merry, there's a stocking and a star, and I think that's all I'm gonna do besides punch a hole, put a string, and stamp to and from. So I hope that I motivated you to try making some of your own tags. Let me know in the comments below, do you like making your own tags? If so, how do you make them? What do you use? Maybe you have some other products that you really like better than what I showed you today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow for Merry Vlogmas. Bye.